when we are preparing for competitive exams, we need to know the optimal solution. So we should not stick for one method when we are preparing for competitive exams. We need to solve in different methods. So with an example, I am going to discuss from the topic inverse trigonometry. Please see this question, that is sine inverse x greater than cos inverse x. So now here sine inverse x greater than cos inverse x means sine inverse x function for what values of x is greater than the function cos inverse x. So this question can be solved by using mathematical approach, or it can also be solved by using graphical method. So now initially I am discussing how to do in mathematical way. Next I will be discussing how to do in graphical way. So listen carefully. First of all, whenever I am talking about which is greater, I need to know the common domain. Here these two functions are having common domain, that is what? X values for which these two functions defined, that is close to -1 to close to 1. So in this interval, in which interval sine inverse x is greater than cos inverse x, we are going to calculate. Okay, now we know the relation between sine inverse x and cos inverse x, that is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2, is equal to pi by 2 when x belongs to close to -1 to close to 1. Means in this interval sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is always equal to pi by 2. Now by using this identity, we are able to solve this inequality in mathematical way. How I can solve? If I am able to express in one function, then I will be able to solve this question. So for that, what I am doing is, I can replace cos inverse x in terms of, I can write sin inverse x in terms of cos inverse x, or I can also write cos inverse x in terms of sin inverse x. So we can do replacing sin inverse x with cos inverse x. We can also do replacing cos inverse x with sin inverse x. So for that, what we are doing is, sin inverse x, that inequality I am taking here, is greater than cos inverse x, that I can replace with pi by 2 minus sin inverse x from the above identity. From the above identity. Now bringing sin inverse x from left side to right side, then we will be getting 2 sin inverse x is greater than pi by 2. So from here I can conclude that sin inverse x is greater than pi by 4. Now you will get doubt here. Here, when sin inverse x is greater than pi by 4, what x is? X, is it greater or lesser? You will be getting generally doubt. If it is increasing function, inequality does not change. If it is decreasing function, inequality will change. Here sin inverse x is clearly increasing function. So sin inverse x is increasing function in the given interval. So inequality does not change when I am writing the value of x. So directly I can conclude that x is greater than sine of pi by 4. So now you can say that x should be greater than sine pi by 4 value is 1 by root 2. So x should be greater than 1 by root 2. But I cannot go beyond 1. So that's why the solution for the above equation inequality is x belongs to open 1 by root 2 to closed 1 is the solution for the yes. Now in earlier method we expressed cos inverse x in terms of sin inverse x. Now we will express sin inverse x in terms of cos inverse x, right? So how to express? Now I can replace here sin inverse x by pi by 2 minus cos inverse x, that is greater than cos inverse x. Okay now? Now pi by 2 is greater than cos inverse x is going towards left, so you will be getting 2 cos inverse x. Now you can say that pi by 4 is greater than cos inverse x. Till here nobody will get any doubt. But to write the values of x, whenever inequality is given, depending on the function whether it is increasing or decreasing, the inequality will change. In case of sin inverse x, it is completely increasing in the interval minus 1 to 1. But in case of cos inverse x, that's a decreasing function. Without knowing that, we cannot solve this question. So now we know that cos inverse x is decreasing when x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Decreasing function. So whenever it is decreasing function, inequality will change for the function value. So we can write directly, here we are having cos inverse x is less than pi by 4. So function value, when I want to write x is greater than cos of pi by 4, inequality will change here since it is decreasing function. So x is greater than cos pi by 4 value is also 1 by root 2. So that's why x is greater than 1 by root 2. Earlier case what we got, in this case also we are getting same answer. So solution is clearly x belongs to open 1 by root 2 to closed 1 only. Yes. Hello children. We have done mathematically that same question we have solved by using mathematical way. Now how to solve the same question by using graphical method. Okay. For that we need to know the graph of sin inverse x, and also we need to know the graph of cos inverse x. So the graph of sin inverse x. So domain means for what values of x the function defined is called domain. A range means the function value for that given domain is called range. For every function we need to calculate the domain and the range, and whether it is increasing or decreasing, if we know, we are able to do the graph for that particular function. So now firstly I want to show the graph of sin inverse x. How is the graph of sin inverse x? So graph of sin inverse x, if you want to see, we are making coordinate system. So the range of sin inverse x is clearly lying between closed minus pi by 2 to closed pi by 2. So this is what the line y is equal to minus pi by 2. This is what the line y is equal to pi by 2. And this is what the line y is equal to 0, means x-axis. So it is clearly defined between minus 1 to 1. So at minus 1 the value is minus pi by 2. At 0 the value of sin inverse x is 0, and at 1 it is pi by 2, and it is increasing function. So the graph will come like this. When comes to cos inverse x, y is equal to cos inverse x. The domain is minus 1 to 1, and the range will lie between closed 0 to closed pi. Y is equal to pi line, y is equal to 0 line. This is y is equal to pi by 2 line. This is pi by 2 line. This is y is equal to 0 line. Y is equal to pi by 2 line. And this is y is equal to pi line. Okay now? Again the domain is same clearly between minus 1 to 1. This is 0. So at minus 1 it is pi. At 0 it is pi by 2. At 1 it is 0. It is the decreasing function. So you are getting graph of cos inverse x like this. It is curvature. Right? So here this is decreasing function, this is increasing function. If we are able to show this sin inverse x and cos inverse x graphs in same coordinate system, then we are able to solve this inequality. Not only this inequality, we can solve equality, we can also solve inequality by using graphical way very easily. Yeah. Now we will make the graph of sin inverse x and cos inverse x here in one place. The domain is clearly same, that is defined clearly between minus 1 to 1. Okay. The range of sin inverse x, we know it is going to lie between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And the range of cos inverse x is, this is the line minus pi by 2, this is the line y is equal to 0, this is the line y equal to pi by 2. And the range of cos inverse x is closed 0 to closed pi. So y is equal to pi line also we are taking. Y is equal to pi line also we are taking. Firstly, I want to make the graph of sin inverse x. So sin inverse x graph we know already, we have done it. So it is clearly increasing and lying between, the range is lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. Now coming to cos inverse x. At minus 1 it is pi and it is a decreasing function. So at 0 it is pi by 2 and at 1 it is 0. This is what the graph of cos inverse x. This is what the graph of cos inverse x. Okay. Now they are intersecting at one point. At which point they are intersecting? They are intersecting at this point. At this point they are intersecting. What is that value we need to calculate? Sin inverse x must be equal to cos inverse x. We know that sin theta and cos theta are equal for theta value pi by 4. So sin inverse x and cos inverse x are equal, and we know that sin pi by 4 value is 1 by root. So sin inverse x and cos inverse x, they will be equal for what value of x? Sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse x. That implies x is equal to 1 by root 2. Since sin pi by 4 is equal to cos pi by 4, that is equal to 1 by. So this x value, corresponding x value will be 1 by root 2, and this corresponding y value is pi by 4. That is what the meaning of that. Now observe carefully. Here sin inverse x is coming from negative to positive. Cos inverse x is always either 0 or positive. Okay. Minus 1 to 1 by root 2, if you are observing carefully, this is sin inverse, that is below, that is cos inverse x, that is above. Between 1 by root 2 to 1, if you observe, this is cos inverse, that is sin inverse. So clearly we are able to observe that everything here in this graph, that is sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse x, possible when x is 1 by root 2. Sin inverse x is less than cos inverse x, means this is less, that is more, possible between what? Minus 1 close to 1 by root 2 open. This inequality is solved here. This equality is solved. This inequality is solved. But our condition is that sin inverse x greater than cos inverse x. That is also we are observing in this graph. That sin inverse x greater than cos inverse x we are observing when x is from 1 by root 2 to 1. So this is more, this is less. So x belongs to 1 by root 2 to close to 1. So that's why graphical way, when we are able to solve, we are not only solving this question, we are able to solve every condition. That's why graphical way is the best way for understanding the question.